going around in circles. 2 drives over an hour to get out there. 2 separate times. And then they make me feel like an idiot, saying, no, it's at 5884. So I think, fuck, how did I don't see how I could have missed it. Drive back out there and I can't find it again. And I'm like, they're so full of shit.
Yeah, they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
They have no clue. Luckily, they had sent the picture the second time. That's the only way I found it. It's,
yeah.
Seeing back through the trees, I saw that guy's his gate or his picket fence on his porch. Which matched what was on the picture.
Man, I'm so done with these admins, dude.
Yeah, what they do now?
Well, there's an email about like a couple of jobs to scout for tomorrow. So I basically, asked if you could do it.
Yeah.
But then there's like one of the jobs, like there's a job Dylan went to the other day on Myers that you probably saw my email where I went back, got a picture of the concrete stamp. It was Q3 who did the work.
Yeah.
But then I looked at the list and there's like 2 on Wakenin or whatever in Redford, and then there was another one on Myers, and I'm like, this is the same freaking Myers one, and it was a different address, but it's like GRP complaints, hard surface finish, soft surface not complete, sidewalk missed or missed board, this and that not backfilled, and I'm like, there's no other jobs in Megamax even close to that address. Like, it's like 16159. I took it all the way down to just 16 Myers. And the most recent job was the one that I was at the other day that they've already closed because it wasn't us. And then the other one, the next closest one was like from 2019. So in the email I had asked you to get it, and I said, the Myers one may be a different contractor. But it's like, I called Nick and I'm like, do they like even look like we have no jobs associated with that address? So like, it's not, there's no way that it can be our complaint, like nothing even near it.
Right.
He's like, sometimes they don't know, and it's, sometimes you just need to get eyes on it. And I'm like, I understand that, but, like a little bit of looking into it, we can just reach back out to DT and be like, hey, we have no other jobs for this address. Maybe was this another contractor who did this segment, like just reach out with an email like that.
Yeah, exactly.
But I got off the phone with Nick about that, and then I get a call from Dana about that Crocker that I was at that I sent an email this morning about, where me and Nick met up with the guy. And she's like, hey, I'm submitting the AWR. Do you know what the measurements are? I'm like, they're not in the job. She's like, I wasn't sure. So I'm like, okay. And I pulled up the job and I read off the measurements. And then I asked her again, I'm like, are you like not seeing the measurements in the job or what's going on? She's like, honestly, I didn't even look. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Why would she call you to get the measurements when all she had to do was open the job?
Yeah. So,
Holy
and then,
crap.
like, while I was in Redford today, I happened to drive by, like, that 17750 Beach Daily, where we had screwed up addresses, and it took me looking it up on maps to figure it out.
Yeah, that's the one that was, they said it was an e-course or something.
Yeah, they said it was in Taylor, it really was in Redford.
Right.
And then I had figured out that it was in Redford, and they're like, oh yeah, they sent us an email this morning about that. Well, I drove by that, the ADA's board. It looks like we've done like soft, our soft surface went and backfilled and did straw and stuff, but only like around the ADA. And I'm like, I know that I can still see like huge areas where DT had dug. And I'm like, I know, I talked to Mandy and David when they were out there. I know that they submitted an AWR, or I think I submitted the AWR because he put the measurements in just forgot to submit it.
Yeah.
And then I kind of put in like an estimate of the areas, like 35 by 20 soft surface and like 25 by 20. And so I pull up the job. There's only one hard surface job in Megamax. Only one job period in Megamax for that address. And then I look at the AWR. It has the soft surface in the AWR, and it says approved, and it doesn't say like approved, but not for soft surface. It just says approved. So that's why I just sent an email. I don't know if I put the scouters on it, but I sent an email to the admins like, looking at this job in Megamax, it was approved. The seeing a soft service job at Megamax. Did the soft service get rejected? Did we not create a job? Can you please look into this? Like, because I don't want like somebody to complain, and then Ryan's like, well, did we get soft service in the AWR?
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that's been happening a lot when we're putting in these soft service AWRs as well.
Yeah.
And they're probably getting approved, and they're not creating a soft service job for it.
Dude, just about every job I did on that last list had a soft surface AWR, unless it was a road patch.
Yeah, so I included Ryan in that email that he sees that. But it's like, I don't know what these girls meant. Like,
And I feel sorry for Marge. She's probably freaking swamped because they're not doing shit.
yeah. And I think she had texted me today. I think Christine was having a talk with Rachel because she was like, I want to meet or whatever. She's like, Christine's finally talking to Rachel. She's like, I want to, have my coworkers back, but and then that was it. And she was venting to me the other day, like I asked them to do stuff, they don't do it. Like everybody calls me, they don't return anybody's calls, they don't answer anybody's call. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it.
Yep. Me either.
So I told Marge, I was like, you need me to come in there and be an admin with you? She's like, oh my god, it would be so much better.
Total jobs.
How many total jobs did we do?
Probably like 5.
It wasn't many. It was all the ones that you sent. It was probably there's 6 on that one list. And we did the 2 DOs, 3 DOs because we had to go do that one twice. And the other, what was that other list? There's like 3 or 4 other ones. I'd say 12. And then 3 DOs.
Yeah, I just
You
did.
did that? Okay. Much so.
All right.
He's gonna get. AJ's probably gonna say something to me
Why?
because you called right when I was getting ready to punch out, and I didn't punch out until I got to my street.
Oh my goodness, it's all mine.
Yeah.
Make sure you write that in there.
Uh,
Write your thing, meant to punch out at Ringneck. Murder called me. Distracted me.
yeah. Exactly.
So at least you're almost home. I'm driving back from 5 Mile in Peach Daily right now.
Dude, I'm freaking pulling in my driveway. Thank God, I'm more out.
Yeah, because